remember seeing. Carol's dead.
Who?
It's ivy. The ivy's the stuff growing up the side.
Oh.
You know the Christmas carol, the holly and the ivy, when they're full grown. Of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly bears their crown. Have you heard that?
Yeah.
So I think that must go green in summer and then it turns lovely in the fall. It turns beautiful brown.
Yeah, it's now turning green, eh?
Yeah. So again, by the time I get my fucking stroll in midwinter, it's like shit, this is covered in snow. Come back for a reshoot in summer. I'll have like 4 or 5 photos of me graduating over and over like groundwork. Kind of fake scroll. Come down the end of summer and take a photo. Some of them the real one later. If I tell her that did that, she'll go, well, that's just typical of you. That's just exactly what you'd do. You get a fake scroll for your convenient photo in a different university. Because you can't do anything in a straight, normal manner, can you? You're 56, you should have done it 30 years ago.
What building is it?
Top, which is open for private hire, with a great view across the valley. For whatever reason, we decided to go and piss loads of money away. Why bother? For that kind of money, why bother with that kind of money? We go to Jasper somewhere, right? So the university was built. There's a good story up here. I'll tell you when we get to the statue. The university is now 100 years old, 110 years old.
Oh, is this still operational? That museum?
I don't know. I've never been in there. Now that I'm leaving, I'll miss this place.
So you walk here on your break?
Not really, it's kind of too far. Did one time.
This is the National Research Council Canada.
This is where Carol works.
Oh, okay.
We never used to meet for lunch very often. The only people I ever met for lunch were the in Jong's people, because their laboratory is right next to the hospital. So it was easy to go and have like lunch with people like Xiao or Wenjing or CT or someone. But meeting Carol was, I met both of us, yeah? 18 years. So by the time you met, you only have 20 minutes together. And the other 40 minutes was getting there and back. This one on the left is the engineering building.
I've been here in the engineering building.
Nell's been here too, she can open day.
Yeah.
Is that when you came here?
Yes. And there was an open house for the high school grads.
Right, these old buildings here at the left, the oldest ones, they face into the quad. Their entrance to the quad. The quad's like a classic university bit.
So that is the Centennial Center for Interdisciplinary Science. Carmen is studying here, right?
Yes, science is in that building.
Oh. This is really a nice walk.
Yeah. My first summer, I walked down to the river. And that's when I almost went to Emily Murphy Park. But then I realised how long it's going to take me. full hour's walking.
But these are bricks, right? These
Yes.
are made of bricks, so it
Yeah.
lasts forever.
Yeah. We're going left here. Go on.
Is there a grad ceremony today?
Oh, they have
Someone is wearing a toga.
Yeah, I don't know why. They have them in June, so it's not the official graduation ceremony. But the official ceremony is going to be online. So my guess is that's somebody like me, yeah? She's graduated, she's rented a gown, taking photos, bringing the family. Just have photos of her in front of this, as I will in November when I get my certificate. I'll come back here at some point. The scroll, it's not certificate. Probably rent a gown.
Left, right.
Take a photo from some of these old buildings, sent to my mum. First person ever in the world's history to get a master's. Age 58.
So why are you gonna why are you gonna take a picture here?
Well,
This is not your alma mater.
I know that. I'm going to get a plane to go to Nova Scotia, am I? I worked here at a university. I have a degree certificate. That's close enough. My research is all about this place.
Okay. That's a reason. So what is this building again, darling?
This one I don't know.
School, classroom?
No idea. I do know the next one. Good story about the next one.
So these are the dormitory?
Right. No. Granite dormitories here. This is Pembroken building. Today, it's the Faculty of Native Studies.
Athabasca Hall. Pembina building?
Next one.
The next one is a Pembina Hall.
Yeah, put up the sign. Arguably, this is the nicest part in Edmonton, right?
Yeah.
Apart from the river valley, in terms of
Away from traffic.
apart from as far as architecture goes, buildings, decent quiet green stuff.
Okay, that's the Pembina Hall.
Right, this is Pembroken Hall. Now this is today.
Oh, this is my alma mater, not yours.
This is where you did your business thing. Anyway, this is
Oh, this is good.
Faculty of Native Studies. That's why you've got the cart, the teepee,
Okay.
and we'll stop here.
40 years of excellence.
It was the original building of the university. It was first built. As you can see, it's modelled on the English style of universities.
Yeah.
It looks like Oxford, Cambridge, with a quad. And in the Spanish flu of 1919, which killed millions of people, it killed more people around the world than those who died in World War I. And in Edmonton it killed thousands. The undertakers ran out of coffins completely. They were advertising in newspapers. The hospitals filled up with too many dead bodies, the dead and the dying. So they turned this into a temporary hospital for the Spanish flu victims. So in here, hundreds, thousands of people survived, and thousands of people died. So that was in 2019. You then fast forward almost exactly 100 years to 2020, and you've got the coronavirus. And just up here out of sight is a modern building that was turned into a temporary hospital. It's like history repeating itself. So this building up here, which is normally a sports complex, became a temporary hospital for, in the case of too many coronavirus people coming in. So the university history repeating over 100 years. I'm going to go left over here and cross through the quad.
So that's the quad.
That building there is the Students' Union building. It's somewhere further back, it's 7 stories tall. And there's a bar at the top. It's called the Room at the Top. Fantastic 360-degree view of
Sweet
Edmonton.
grass stitchings. Let's go to Tim Hortons.
If it's open, I don't think it would be.
Why?
Well, there's nobody here. There's nobody studying, nobody's on the weekends. Nobody lives here. Why would Timmy's be open?
Well, there are people walking by.
Probably not enough to justify a Timmy's. And just round the back of where we're going is the Hub Mall, which you know from Graham's office.
Graham's office, yeah. If I will be given a chance to study again, I'm going to study here at the University of Alberta. What's that building? That building over there?
This was, I think, the Science and Engineering building, and now it's become some. Here we go. It was civil engineering, but now it's something else.
Ah, civil engineering building.
The engineering's not a big one over there. Here I'm going to tell the story of how this university was founded. A true story, not the one that they're telling on the statue.
So where did you get that true story?
The History Society. This is the official story. The true story is amusing. This in front is St. Joseph's College. That's a theological college.
Ah.
They're really interesting. I really wish I'd taken advantage of it now. They have these really interesting lectures I'd like to hear about religion. I've never been to one. Isn't that pathetic?
And who's this?
Right. These two are the founders of the university. And Rutherford is the name
What
of
time? What year?
around 1910.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll get the dates up here.
So who's who?
Right.
So who is this one?
This guy seated was Alexander Rutherford, the first Premier of Alberta. Alberta was founded as a province in 1905. This guy, his name is Tory, and he was as you can see, he's an academic. This guy is a businessman and a politician, this guy is an academic. So these are the two visionaries who founded Alberta's first university. So the official story, and there you can see the map showing North Saskatchewan River, and this is where they're going to put the university. What actually happened was when Rutherford went to the people of Alberta, he had Edmonton and Calgary. This is where today these two cities are great rivals. They don't like each other. They have rival football teams, rival ice hockey teams. But the reason they don't like each other came from this. That Rutherford, his constituency was Strathcona, right here, this side of the river. And he needed to get votes. So if you build a university, with it come lots of jobs. You get the teaching jobs. The teacher's got to stay somewhere in houses. Someone's got to build it. It's great for the economy. The students are here spending money. So wherever you put it, it's going to boom economically. So Edmonton was the capital city where all the government was based with all the jobs, never good for the economy. So he needed the votes and agreement of the people in Calgary to agree to a university. And they weren't going to vote for it if they was going to put it in Edmonton. They just say, well, why should our taxes go on helping Edmonton? So he said to them, I will build the university south of the river, North Saskatchewan River. At this point, Edmonton was north of the river. There was nothing south of it, apart from his constituency. So they all took that to mean, and he wanted them to understand, that meant Calgary. So they signed the contract, and he said, surprise, south of the river is right here, south of Edmonton, this side of the river, in the constituency of Strathcona, where I need the votes. So Calgary thought, you're a slimeball politician, we don't trust you, we hate you. We hate Edmonton more than ever. Edmonton's now got the university and it's got the capital government. So that's where Calgary's chip on their shoulder came from, and they loathe Edmonton. 100 years later, that story still stands told. They still hate each other and they have rival football teams. A later premier called Ralph Klein was the mayor of Calgary, who then became the premier. And he said, you know what, all of the oil companies, now there's lots of oil here, they put their headquarters in Edmonton because that's where the politicians are, where everything is. So Calgary remains small and unimportant. So he had a bright idea. He said to the oil companies, tax-free if you come to Calgary, no taxes. All the oil companies went to Calgary. So to this day, Edmonton is a left-wing academic government seat, and Calgary is the corporate centre of lawyers. All the offices there are lawyers and accountants and oil companies who don't like taxes and don't like left-wing people who want to raise taxes.
So that's the St. Joseph College.
There's a whole mural here that's very interesting. It appears in quite a lot of very good photographs. Hub Mall, if you step out to the street, you can capture Hub, just in the sign saying Hub. Right there, the buses. That's where all the food courts are, the transport hub.
Yeah, I think that it's closed.
Yeah, and where Timmy's is up. Timmy's actually up this street here. Quite another 5-minute walk. And it is going to be closed. There's just no reason that it opened on Saturday.
I know for sure it's open.
Do you really want to walk there?
Yeah,
Fine.
I'm hungry.
So let's go to Timmy's first.
Oh, it's okay. This one. We're here.
We'll go around the back of St. Joseph's Hall.
Yeah. I love building like this, just like the one in Oxford. But the view in Oxford is really stunning. Women's residence, what is that?
Speaks for itself. It's where female theological students stay who
Chancellor's homes.
one more court that direction, which is beautiful and worth looking at.
Or we can just go. I don't need to go to Tim's.
Fine.
Where? Yeah, so where are we going now?
This way. Going back to where the car starts. The building in front is the old pharmacy building. And obviously,
Old meaning what year?
well, 1910-ish. The university was basically built between the kind of 1910, I think, and 1925-ish. Faculty of Medicine was
What is that building over there?
this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Faculty of Medicine was founded in 1922. A lot of the people in it were medical students elsewhere who went to World War I, who volunteered as doctors.
Look at the rooftop.
So at the back of this old pharmacy building is where today it's the Surgical Medical Research Institute was. It's a laboratory, and in there is where back in 20 years ago a team discovered the cure for type 1 diabetes. And that is why to this day that's in the Department of Surgery. It's ranked 6th in the world for globally for transplantation research. They're working on a cure for type 1 diabetes. What they do is, you need insulin, which the pancreatic islets produce, and you can transplant those from one person to another. So somebody who doesn't have them, instead of having to take insulin all their life, you get a transplantation of these islets into their pancreas, and then they're good to go. Hub Mall is student residence and big food court. Tremendously busy.
I've been to that.
Tremendously
Hub.
busy, active place. All sorts of things there. Print shops, things that students need, printing, photocopying.
Yeah.
People getting their visas fixed. Immigration lawyers for the international students. Beneath it is the light railway train system that comes from out of crosses Edmonton over the river on a bridge underground into here.
And then where are we going here?
No, we're going here left.
Left.
There's the LRT station. Come on here.
Left and U-turn?
Yeah. And we're going to see those old buildings there. Damn. So there's a nice quad there. Unfortunately, they're putting scaffolding up to do renovation. So what looks good on the video.